So now, hello. Okay, let's get started, shall we? So today I am just doing a quick 45-minute stream. We're back streaming every Friday, and today we're going to be doing a 3D modeling of a kitchen scene, kitchen lounge scene. I've got the layout already sorted, I've got a mood board sorted. We're going to model the scene in Blender, then we're going to take it to Unreal Engine and do some architectural visualization inside Unreal Engine. I'm very new to Unreal Engine. I'm not new to Blender, so the Unreal Engine section will be a bit of a learning experience. I have been playing around with it the last week or so, so hopefully we can create something that looks good. So let's get going. So to start off with, we are going to get our mood board in. So we're in kitchen 2, and this is our mood board. Here it is. I'm going to make it nice and big. Then what we're going to do from here, I'm going to take that out. In these areas there, make that nice and big. And this will do for now, right here. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm using Blend Kit, by the way, to, oh, one sec. Just locked me out. Just log back in again. Log in. Okay, we're back in. I think. Okay. So, first of all, I'm going to put in a man in for scale reference. I always do this first. And then room. Okay, so the layout. So these 4 images are 3 images, just general references for style. They're not really anything crazy. I just whacked them in there. We're not very specific mood board. But then this one is the layout that I'm going to copy. Okay, so generally it's just pretty much a. So we're going to open up. What should we do? Should we do that separate? Yeah, let's do it separate. So let's make a cube like this, and then bring it up to the top of there. Take off the top and bottom, and then go to top view with Z 7, sorry, and then we're going to scale up. General room shape is sort of like this. Yeah, general room shape is like this. Like that. And then obviously we've got pretty simple really. We're just gonna let's first of all actually work out the size. So if you go into edit mode up here and go edge length, you can check how long your things are. Make sure you press Control A and scale or transforms, either one's fine. And then just make sure that you've done that, so you've applied the scale, otherwise these measurements will not be correct. So 2.4 is the average height of ceiling in the UK. Put this man in the middle. So let's put in there actually. So let's use, so we're going to be using some Blend Kit for all of our resources here, all of our assets. Now we're not going to model anything ourselves in this one because I want it to be quick. I want to get into the lighting in Unreal Engine quick because that's where I'm trying to learn Unreal for architectural visualization. So I want to skip through the modeling as fast as possible, so we're not modeling anything ourselves. So let's just grab a kitchen unit. Now we want something that fits the vibe of our references. Obviously, we could always just put in something in and then change it ourselves. everything's not going to be the exact same. Like I said, like I would probably 3D model this myself if I wanted to do something specific, but this is not the case today. Just want to get into the Unreal Engine really. So let's get this in. Let's use R to rotate it. Where are we going? That way? Yep, that's fine. 180 to 0 up here on the right. Okay, I'm going to flip it the other way. If we want it this way, sorry. And then mirror the X. Then put it down to the correct height and then across. So currently I'm working on unfortunately working on one monitor at the moment. I've got a new ultra wide. Now I'm going to be moving soon, so eventually I will be getting to the right. I'll be setting up my laptop with my setup so I can read chat at the same time, but right now I can't do that, so I'll just be checking it every now and then. Okay, now let's make a cube here to stick out as far as, see from this reference, the one we're copying sticks out as far as the kitchen unit goes. Up. This edge length. Okay, so now to the point where I'm going to add in our camera. I'm going to add the camera in. It's pretty simple camera angles, so I'm just going like this. Add in, press. It's not a default keybind, but if you go into View, Navigation, and Walk Navigation, right click and add, not add quick favorites, but add a shortcut for it. I use Shift F for this, so and I find it very useful. So let's just make, the camera doesn't really matter so much because we're going to set it up again in Unreal Engine. But if I can just get the general scale correct, it will be awesome. So for now, I'm not worrying about materials so much. Let's copy this in a general format. Okay, now let's add in our ceiling. And our floor. Then I'm going to add in, where should I do it? Where's best to do it? If I add in a thing here, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Then change this one to 3D viewport, grab the camera, turn that and that off. Now let's go into cycles, GPU. If yours is grayed out, make sure it's not grayed out. Make sure you go to edit preferences, system, and make sure you've got optics or CUDA, wherever you want, and your graphics card selected if you want to use a graphics card. Turn on the noising, optics, max sample is 102.85, 124, that's right, we'll put that there too. Optics, none of this really matters, I don't really know why I'm doing this, it's just, well, some of it's important, some of it's not right now. Okay. Let's also go into our camera and change the, make the camera similar to the one here. We can go to this, to 50, change, let's go to 40 again, then we can, I'd say let's all of these, edit mode, wireframe mode, and change this to be, let's push it nice and close to that. So it's similar, but not quite the exact same. Okay, now let's just get stuff in. So let's make a new collection, call it building, and just put all these three in there. Let's add in a sofa. I'm not worrying too much about materials because I'm going to edit the materials myself anyway. So let's just get the models in for now. Okay, sofa, let's rotate it with R180. There, and a table. What should we go with for our table? So I go boom. That's fine. Okay, let's go for something like, don't forget this, and I'll change the materials anyway. Actually, we are going to scale that out, give it more space. Then we will add something in that corner. First to come through, dining table. Upwards. Okay, bring our sofa inwards. Like that, dining table inwards. Like this. Okay, now we're going to add a window here. Like this. Let's make that extend all the way. It's a large window. Also going to be, as you can see, probably let's get this back on correct. So looks like this section. Put another edge loop there. Should be more like that. Not that the mass is not going to be for our photo anyway. But if we put all that back in, we get the general gist at least. It's going to be a window here. I assume looking at the thingies. Looks like there's a big window here, a large window here, and then the TV setup there. Doesn't really matter, we're just trying to get, you can see from our reference image, there's light coming in from the right. Just trying to make sure that we replicate that. Now you see if we went like this, we just went to shader editor, go to world, and we just pumped up our lighting from the world board, you can see we've got lighting coming boom from the left hand side there, from the right, so the lighting is matching. And then down here, let's just make it scale that up like that. Cover it off. It's the floor as well, needs to cover enough. It doesn't really matter this section for the sake of our that's fine enough. What is a problem though is the floor. There we go. Floor is slightly flipping there. Our sofa needs to move to the right a little bit. Let's change out the sofa, actually don't like it. I'll change out the dining table too. Put a bin in that corner there. Wood floor, ceiling lights, change the textures of the dining table, change the sofa textures, and we're good. So sofa. So we'll move that more in line. That stuff. The general textures and everything will move more in line with our references. So okay, so I move this way. Like this one is more accurate to our reference. Okay, then let's add a bin. Let's just do a general kitchen bin. Awesome. Okay. Now, nothing in this interior matches. So first of all, let's do the floor. Let's get a nice wooden floor. Wooden. Let's now go. If we swap to our references here, we'll start copying these. So let's go with something like. Let's change that to wood floor. Let's go for something like. Yes, go for something like that. And then we can go into here. Check the. So one of the things with going from Unreal Engine to Blender, which Blender to Unreal Engine, which is what I learned, is that when you use the node tree, any of these are not going to go through. Any of these nodes here are not going to go through to the. None of these are going to go through to Unreal Engine because the reason they're not going to go through is because these nodes here are set up in Blender and they're Blender specific. So when you go into Unreal Engine, it won't convert them into Unreal Engine versions. It will just get rid of them. So materials like this are not going to work when you transfer them over because this has been made with the node-based system in Blender rather than just texture images. So the only things that will come through here is literally just going to be the principal shader. So you're just going to end up with a white shader. It's not good stuff. it's not going to work. Unfortunately, though, it really looks really nice. So all I have to do is either I have to find one in Blinkit that will work, or just go to ambient CG. It's for texture, just go to wood floor, and just find one similar. One here, I'll probably be able to find one quite easily. This one's quite nice. Let's just go with this one. So I can then, let's just go with JPEG. That's fine. I'll download the JPEG. Then I will just go into, I've got a lot of asset library here. This is wood floor. Oh, I've already got wood floor. Obviously I like it because I've already got it in here, wood floor 40. So in that case, what I need to do now is, let's make this the only thing visible. Let's just delete this. Let's make a new material called wood. All. Click this one, Control Shift T. Go into my asset library on my computer, go to wood, and let's put 14, and let's just do color. Let's just drag in color for now. Then I'll probably do, to be honest, I don't need to do, I don't need to do the rest. Let's just do color. And then from here, why is it doing that? I want to know why our floor is disappearing when we go into edit mode. I don't think I've ever had that before on Blender, so obviously something I've done wrong. This is looking good, but I want to change the, I just want to change, I really don't know why it's doing that at all. I'm just going to make a new plane, I'm just going to make it this big instead this time, rather than have the weird shape. Let's do that. Yeah, and I'm just going to say wood. Delete the one. That's fine. UV unwrap it. Let's just change this to UV editing for a second so we can take a look. And let's get everything back into our scene. And I guess we'll go with something like this. Fine, let's go to image editing and go back to our mood board. Okay, so I'm keen to copy these light green, although obviously this isn't wood, so this could cause a little problem. You know, but we could give it a go. Yeah, should we give it a go? It's a different style. That's the only thing I'm thinking. See, these are like wooden cabinets, and ours they are not. But we could give it a go anyway, and see how it goes. So. Let's change the top of the cabinet first. So see marble right now, but let's change it to wood. And the guy said, okay, wood. Let's go with something like this. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Okay, So we'll go with that. Then we will our references again. Let's go to the floor and make that plus this like a wood color. So let's go back to ambient CG and let's get a wood, but just color. Never know, or just cut up color, wood color. Let's just go wood. Wood. Alright. I think if we go for something like this, then we can shade it. So if I go, let's make sure we haven't already got this one. No, I haven't got many, because I've only just started working on Unreal Engine where I've been collecting this asset library. So let's download it. Excuse me. Okay. Wood. Let's drag them all in. It's good practice to do that. Just need it at another point, but we will just use the wood, and then let's just ditch that. Wood outwards, and let's drag in our wood 56 color. Mapping on this is what is it good, bad? Let's check. Zoom out like this. Then we'll add a hue and saturation node. Now I know that's not going to come out in Blender. When we swap over to our Unreal Engine, that's not going to carry over, but I just want to essentially just make sure that it works and looks decent. So let's copy this green. Something like that. Then let's add that wood counter to there. That's looking nice. Maybe the top counters we could do a white, maybe like this, how it has this sort of. Also just say, by the way, with this, maybe even add another one here just for the UVs quick. Scale that up. I think like up here we could just do like a white material. Kind of white, I'm not sure. Should probably make this wood counter as well. Yes, that looks good. Scale that up again. Maybe do something like these colors. Let's just call it cabinets. Let's change all them to this. Cabinets, cabinets, cabinets. So now we're getting more styling that is more close to what we wanted to start with. Close to what we were aiming for. changes, even though obviously the style's a bit different. This is a bit more traditional UK style in term, but we could always do something with the windows with these panes. I think we copy those, might 3D model them, then we can potentially have something nice there. So now let's have a look at these chairs, shall we? Actually, let's change the bin quick. So the bin is just going to change completely. I don't care about any of this. But now we can make that transparent, because then we're gonna have to go into. We're gonna have to change that in. In Unreal Unreal anyway. So let's just make all these. That's never gonna work in Unreal. Just do principal to BSDF. So literally, I just want a bin. Just a black bin is fine. Yeah, that's fine. No drama there. So with these, so we can actually delete these just for the sake of not having as much need. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, so using edit mode, we'll figure out what material is what. So this is crystal. So table to top, we'll just call it, and we can make it maybe a marble. Top maybe, I'm thinking it look quite nice. Let's just use, I think we should always use ambient CG, because you could use that for reference, but today we're going to have some problems there doing it. Let's try this. I think I have this one actually. Yeah, 016. So let's just do that. So stitch all this, not that far, all that, and we can just do, guessing this is crystal line, if we just remove that, make the whole thing wood top, add in our marble colour, we need a material output. For what we got here, so this is like a metallic. Table 2 supporters is like a metallic color, so just ditch all this. Let's just simplify it for the sake of Unreal Engine. Select that and that, just a nice aluminium. What's this? If we take these, so we'll use these, use all these will be fine, but then I'll add a hue and saturation node. I'll have to copy it when we go into Unreal, but that's okay. And we'll go with a more up the value 5. Subtle difference in the 5, 1, 2, 3, saturation 8, something more like that. I think will work better with our scene. And then the chairs definitely need to change, so I might even delete the chairs and get something a little bit cooler. Something a little bit more stylish, like the ones. This one's there. We can do something a little bit more IKEA style there. Let's add chairs in. Still on materials there. Chair. Oh, whoops. something a little bit more stylish. Like these, yeah, like them. They're good. They're more like it. I might change the pink, but it's fine. So we take these where they're gone here. Take it 90 degrees this way. In this case, we're going to need to scale down our table so that these fit better. And then I'm probably going to change the table. Table in a bit. That there. That there. Duplicate it. There. The black doesn't look good. Let's put that there. Nothing crazy. Nice and simple. Yes, the black marble is not making any sense with our scenes, so I take inspiration from our references, maybe do something different. Our floor needs to go up a bit. There you go. I feel like maybe the marble can just change this to marble. Marble black, we'll do that instead. Then changes to marble black. See, that looks better in my opinion. And let's move that out. So that's working there too. But this should be brighter. So let's go with this. Maybe a wood again would look better. Leave it for now. Leave it for now, yeah. And then let's go on to this. Looking like the vase looking okay. Why is there a colour around here? Where was that hooked into? Roughness, just ditch roughness. Dirty roughness. Just do normal map and thingy map. Okay, add a hue and saturation, which I'll have to duplicate over in thingy. This is for the legs anyway. Whoops. That's rather confusing. I've got the colour there. The roughness there. So ditch roughness. We'll just manually do that in. Let's go with a light blue. Lower saturation. Will look better in my opinion. Thingy is clipping here. Or what we'll need to do is put it back like that and then just move our kitchen unit across. Like that, and move our bin a little bit there as well. Okay, let's add some cushions to our sofa. Notice our reference has that, so let's do that too. Cushions. Oh, cushions. I think it's American, so that might. No, that's fine. That's worked. Could do. Good thing about stuff like this, you can change completely the design, but we'll just do this anyway. One cushion there. Cushion here. We'll add a blanket over the top. Is that gonna work? We did this. add this in, then remove the sofa, depending on if the objects are separated. That might work. And they are not separated, so that will not work. What about this one? Let's have a look. Yep, they are this time, so we'll delete that. Now we can just use this to get a blanket on top, of our sofa. We'll change the colours to what we desire in a minute. Maybe we could do it this way, like that. Over the top. Trying to make this work. That's not gonna work. We'll try something else. The bed's extremely realistic there, so it's like e-golf. Okay, we can't do that, so there you go, that's that. We'll leave it for now. Like I said, I want to get into Unreal Engine. Okay, so one thing I wanted to do is just go off that. Add a cube here. Just get it back there. To showcase. It's just where the top of this is going to run. Through there we can have a little door. Door is obviously quite far away, so it doesn't matter too much. We can go like this. Then we'll add this in. We'll change the colour on the spot. And there. Leave the colour for now, it doesn't matter. Maybe the marble top is growing me in a little bit. Let's add plants in. Mobius. Blockchain. Chad, thanks for the subscription, man. I may have just missed your name and pronounced it wrong, but like I said at the start, I'm currently working on one ultra-wide monitor, but I'll be moving flat soon and I'll have my laptop set up for alerts again, so I'll be able to make sure I don't miss them. But thanks for the subscribe anyway, man. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's add some plants, shall we? Plants are very important. They really help the scene, so let's add hanging plants are beautiful, but where should we position it? Add, start off with this. What I'll need to do is every single one, I'll have to make sure it's ready to go into. It's ready to go into. Unreal Engine. So to do that, any of these aren't going to work. So just make sure there's no crazy materials or anything. Scale that up a bit. In the middle. plates. Just add a plate here. Again, I have to check the materials. Gold plating, ceramic thing, the color amp is not going to work, so just plug it straight in there anyway. Textures have to go straight in. Thanks, Yellow Fire. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so that's made it black. It's made it black. So it's mixing. It's mixing these two. It's fine. We can just use black. We can edit it a bit. Have it slightly different. Okay. Magazines. Do some magazines. We can plot them down. And down here. And just check the material again. So it should just literally be why they've decided to do all that just for a magazine is crazy to me. It's fine to us though. We can just tap out that. Let's just get rid of them. We don't need the noise checks or anything. They're just accent items, so we can just guessing they did something clever for them. Paper stacks, yes they did. And it's all based on this, so unfortunately none of that will work, and we'll just have to use white material and make it darker a bit, so it's not so bad. But in the case of, for now this will be fine. This will be completely fine. Just pull them out a little bit more. We have to change the saturation, they're quite saturated. Well, we can do that another time. We'll do that in in Unreal. We won't do that here. Okay, so this is literally just stainless steel. Yes, it is, but it's got a nice little thingy to it, so we'll keep that. Just put that straight into the normal map. Rather than combine these, and then we can leave that as P for now. So far, I think everything will be workable inside Unreal. We can use all that. That's good. That's really good. The door and everything. So gonna have to go soon. We have to pick up this again soon. If you look at our mood board, I'm gonna make windows like these. I'm just gonna model it myself because that's not gonna take long at all. Yeah, that's not gonna take long at all. This is that right there. That's not the balcony. It's just a window, so I'll leave it. So a general style with that. So we'll model that next. And then we will do from there. We could just add in more detail. and then we'll bring it over to, we'll be ready to bring it over to Unreal. So I'll leave it for there. So the modeling is pretty much 50% complete. Then I'll do another stream which will be longer, which will do the rest of the modeling for the scene, and then we'll be bringing it into Unreal and actually working on the scene to make it look really nice inside Unreal. Other than that, thank you for watching this video, for this stream and turning into a video. Thank you for the subscription that we had there. Otherwise, just have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll be streaming again soon. We'll be streaming every Friday now from here, apart from next Friday because I'm away on holiday. But after that, I'll be moving apartment soon, and we'll be doing streams